Who's your favorite villain of all time and why?
Kancha from Agnipath.
You're talking about Sanju sir, of course.
Yes.
Now playing this edgy character who's probably gonna do action and stuff, do you think those fans who really sort of find you cute, they're gonna be in for a shock?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm cute or if I'm like vampy or whatever. I don't think I'm fashionable. I have a great team who puts in a lot of effort every day to make me look the way I look. That's the perk of being an actor. You can just change yourself into whatever character. You can be cute one day and you can be not so cute the other day.
Hello everyone, welcome to Etimes. I'm Rachit Gupta and joining us for a conversation today is Disha Patani. She's looking super hot as always and we're going to be talking about Ek Villain Returns. So let's just jump into it. Hi Disha, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good as well. So Disha, we're talking Ek Villain Returns. So let me just ask you firstly, who's your favorite villain of all time and why?
Kancha from Agnipath.
Okay, why? What was it about him that you really liked?
So I remember I was in college, my first year at that point, and I bunked my college lecture, and me and my friends went to watch the film. And then when I saw the first scene with him, the first sequence where he's hanging someone, it was just so terrifying. I couldn't sleep for a couple of nights after that. And just the whole look and the vibe of the persona that he had, it was too good.
You're talking about Sanju sir, of course.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so you have a pretty edgy character this time as well, you know. This is a woman who's sort of driven by greed. So were you able to sort of relate to this character or was it like a completely alien feeling for you?
I think I could relate to it. I think I'm kind of twisted in my head if I could relate to it. But I related to it, of course. That's why I did it. I mean, I would not do something if I don't find myself relatable to that particular character. And also, I mean, I've said it enough that I feel like people are not just black or white, hero or villain. Everyone has a grey side, and it comes at a particular point of life. It really depends on the situation, and you can really change from a hero to a villain or vice versa.
Right. True. You know, you've said, Disha, in previous interviews for this film that, you know, you've done a lot of prep where you were watching a lot of films with those negative characters. When you sort of expose yourself to these characters, does it sort of become slightly overwhelming? Do you sort of start to discover a completely different human side to yourself when this happens?
Not to myself, but yeah, I mean, for sure, it was extremely overwhelming at some point. I called Mohit, so I said, listen, I can't watch anymore. And let's just stop for some time. We'll come back to watching like the negative stuff. Because, I mean, anything that you watch, your mind registers and then subconsciously you think about it, even if you're not like really thinking about it. And it's just my life was becoming a thriller movie. Every time someone was knocking, it was like someone's trying to kill me, I have a kidnapper in my house. So I was just like constantly thinking about the negative things on this planet. Yeah, it was not the best thing at that point.
Right. So Disha, you know, usually the girls don't really have too much to do in an action film or a thriller, you know, usually. But over here, that's completely different. I mean, even in the trailer, that twist with you and Tara is like phenomenal. So how exciting was it to get a character that's going to really surprise the audiences?
Well, that's what you call a Mohit Suri's film. In his films, he always prioritizes his girls. He has women in his life, he has a daughter, he has a wife, and I think he's very much inspired by them. And he tries to portray those emotions into his films. It was extremely exciting. I mean, I remember that day I shot with Tara, and we were just like, we couldn't get over the fact about what we shot, and once we saw it in live in the trailer, I think we are more than grateful that people have liked it and they're reacting the way they're reacting.
Right. Disha, you know, I mean, I've always thought you have this really nice, soft, alluring image, but now playing this edgy character who's probably going to do action and stuff, do you think those fans who really sort of find you cute, they're going to be in for a shock?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm cute or if I'm like vampy or whatever, but I feel that's the perk of being an actor. You can just change yourself into whatever character. You can be cute one day and you can be not so cute the other day. And I feel like I can live so many lives and I can live so many different personalities through my work. And I do enjoy it a lot.
You keep setting these PRs with your fitness videos, etc. So have you ever thought, let's do an out and out action film where I'm the hero and I pull off all the stunts? Has that thought ever crossed your mind?
I mean, I do want to do an action film. I don't think about being the hero. I feel it doesn't matter. It's about the character. And I do want to play a physically strong character in the future, and let's see. Hopefully, it should happen soon.
Okay. On the sets of Equilibrium Returns, you had one hunk and the other hunk on the other side. So both these hunks on both sides. How did that feel? Was it intimidating? Were you trying to sort of match up with them? How was that?
Well, John is a John is a sweetheart. First of all, he's one of the sweetest people I've ever met. He calls everyone Baba. He makes sure everyone is safe, and he'll ask you, "What have you eaten in the morning?" And I mean, he's just a sweetheart. You can't feel intimidated by him
Right.
at all. And Arjun on the other side is completely opposite. He's a sweetheart too, but he's very funny, lively, and he makes sure that everyone's comfortable on set. So I feel like I got really lucky with my co-stars. Even Tara, she's extremely talented and also very sweet on set. So all of us were just having the best time doing the work that we were given and just focusing on that.
See, your fashion game is also on point and your fitness game is also almost equally on point. But which of these two avatars do you personally enjoy most and you're most comfortable in?
Okay, so I mean, I don't think I'm fashionable. I have a great team who puts in a lot of effort every day to make me look the way I look. When I'm at home, I'm chilling in my basketball shorts. I always look like a little boy at all times if you see me outside the limelight. And fitness is a lifestyle. It's not really like about liking or disliking. I think there are days I want to feel more like a girl. Like today, I dress up, I look more elegant and stuff. And there are days I want to look like myself, which is more like a little boy.
True. Cool, cool. I have to ask you this, Disha. I mean, your black dress from yesterday again has gone viral and more.
Really?
Yeah. So the thing is, and this is something we notice as media people. There are always polarizing opinions when you step out as a celebrity. Jitna positivity hota hai, there's almost equal amount of negativity as well. So have you sort of ever thought that let me curtail my fashion choices and just get some peace of mind? Has that thought ever crossed your mind?
So I'm very critical when it comes to myself and clothes or whatever. Like my team is sitting here and they're like, yeah, we know she's critical. But more than people thinking about it, I feel more critical about my own opinion. That's what matters the most to me. When I look at a picture and I feel, no, I could have done this or we could have done that, that matters much more to me than anybody's opinion. I feel like your own happiness should be the priority because anyway you cannot make everyone happy. There'll be few people who love the look. There'll be few people who hate the look, and that's not your job anyway to make everyone happy. But I feel like I also try to experiment a lot, and there are a few times when you feel like, oh, we shouldn't have done that. But at least you know what looks nice, what looks bad. I mean, that's another journey, I feel.
True. I'm going to come to your director. I know you've already spoken about him, but you guys have worked with each other in Malang, and now this is the second time. What sort of creative synergy do you have with Mohit? And another thing I want to ask you is, as you said, he treats his characters really well. He gives them
He does.
so much definition, so much fleshing out. So is that the reason why it's like a pleasure working with him?
First of all, he's one of the most honest people I've ever met. Not just as a director, but also as a human being. He's what he is. He doesn't try to be anything else, and he's a great person. I think at this point we're more like friends. We started with Malang, and I'm an introverted person. It took me some time, but I think now I can say he's a close friend of mine, and he always ensures that sometimes, for example, if he saw a look of mine, he called me, Disha, I feel you can do better. That sort of conversation where he really cares about me in every way possible. I think that stage is what I'm experiencing right now. And as a director, he's one of the most clear-cut people. He knows exactly what he wants. He has references for every shot, everything, every scene. And when you meet him, when you ask him what's going to happen, he's going to ensure that you look the best. He's going to ensure that the performance will come out. You just have to go, just follow his advice and do whatever he tells you to do. You don't have to there are times when you get confused as an actor, as an artist, you don't know what's going to happen, what are you going to do. But when you have someone who's so clear-cut, I mean, there's nothing much that you have to do, to be very honest.
Okay. So it's his meticulous approach that sort of appeals to you?
Yes.
He's very well prepared, basically.
He's extremely well prepared.
Cool. Okay. One final question. Ek Villain Returns is a thriller, but you have a very exciting slate coming up. There is Yodha, there is Ketina, if I'm pronouncing it right or wrong, I'm sorry. And then there's Project K as well. So looks like different genres.
They
But
are.
which genre are you most comfortable in and you're most excited about?
Uh, I'm excited about all. I always try to do different stuff. I am someone who gets bored very easily with everything.
Okay.
So I try doing something that I've not done in the past. Also, something that I feel like I can add something to, like the character. Um, yeah, I think action. I love action as a genre. I love thriller as a genre. Personally, I like to watch it, and I like to do movies which I can also watch, like as a normal viewer or whatever.
But action is that the genre where you are like fish takes to water types?
Yes, 100%. Action. Since childhood, action. Jackie Chan, huge fan.
You've done a film with him.
Yes, very, very lucky. Very, very lucky.
So any other action heroes that you sort of
So many.
idolized or wanted to work with?
I mean, Jackie Chan is
Obviously.
like the end of like all the conversation, but Tiger is amazing. Hrithik is amazing. There's so many more. I think everyone's so talented. But I mean, just as a genre, I would love to explore it for sure.
All right. On that note, Disha, thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
us, and best of luck for Ek
Thank you so much.